guys, and welcome to the Friday Night Rant. Now, as you can see then, there was a little sign up, and I am so incredibly addicted to DayZ. So before we push on, I'm just going to simply say here, cherry and coke, and that's not because I'm going to go, oh, I want to stay clean this week. It's simply because today's Friday morning, and I shall be going to work in a few hours. So I got a load of cans of beers in last night, and I thought I'm going to film it tomorrow night while I'm quite chirpy, get a few cans, do the rant. And it was about 8 o'clock when I was going to start filming. I thought, you know what, I'll log in today, just get half hour, maybe an hour, just do a little bit. 3 in the morning, cans of beer gone. I'm still playing. I'm so addicted to it, I just can't stop. So this morning, no DayZ, because if I did, this video wouldn't be filmed. So let's crack on. And let's just jump straight in at the deep end, EA. So, EA this week have said a few things. Obviously it's all bad because it's EA, so there's never anything good that comes from that piece of company. But what they were saying is, they was talking more about premium content and premium services to actually be rolled out across many of their series. What sparked this off originally was Activision obviously rolled out a premium service to the Call of Duty series, and it's done pretty well. So from there, EA simply says, if you actually see one of your competitors do something, but yet you can take that and that applies to you, then you should do so. So in other words, I think they meant, if something makes money, let's do it. So first of all, they've obviously rolled out this like premium kind of content out into Battlefield, and what they're saying is they've actually received quite good sales from it. And the thing is, the service is good for the hardcore fans, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? If you play the game all the time and you don't want to buy down on content in dribs and drabs, sometimes paying for a premium service is good because you get it all for free and you get some extras that other people don't get. So a premium service is okay for the few that love the game. So the problem I have really is obviously it's going to affect the people who are just casual gamers, or the people like me who go, I like this particular game, but you know what, I am not subscribing to any of your and we kind of get it in the neck, because that means obviously we can't sometimes defeat certain players because they have the edge, they'll have premium weapons, they get all these extra abilities, and it's not so bad if it's on the odd game. But if EA are going to roll this out into all this series, I can just see me, like when I play in Skate 4 for instance, that I won't be able to beat particular people because they'll have better trucks or decks, and also on Mass Effect, if a new set of games come out on that, they will have better weapons. And I just think it's just one more step for EA to completely damage the market, and like they said, they're just like, oh, someone's done something good, let's copy and make more money. But I've noticed this actually affecting me already, because when I used to play World at War, they had obviously download content maps, and it didn't used to say, would you like to play just the standard maps? It didn't give you the option. It used to just go through random let and give you a map and go, oh, but you haven't brought this one, so sorry, no, and you'd have to disconnect and reconnect. And obviously things like that get better, but the problem is, well, people are going to be left in the dark, and I think some people might just look at it and simply think, should I actually just buy this game because everyone else is going to go premium, you're going to get the edge on there, is it even going to be fun online? And the thing is, when you've got some particular games like Battlefield, people don't necessarily buy it for the story, they buy it for online. So if the online's really competitive and people have got the edge, offline tends to be quite small, you're like, sod it, I don't want to buy it. So EA's done one more step closer to making me go, I'm not buying any more EA games. But EA don't stop there, don't you worry, sunshine. EA has also turned around and actually said, sorry I keep looking out the window, he's chucking it down. But at the same time, this room is red hot, so it's horrible. I can't open that because of the noise, but I am sweating. But yes, EA have actually turned around as well this week and says that they will be going 100% fully digital. Now, the thing is, I can assume at one point that we will all be fully digital. If we jump 20 years from now, you know what I mean, I don't think we'll have physical media. It's obviously going to happen. So if EA kind of just said, you know what I mean, at one point we'll all be 100%, I'd go, yeah, I can agree with that. But then she just turn around and says, we've got a clear line of sight, we know what we want to go for, and in the very near distant future, we will be going full 100%. So near distant future sounds very near in the distant future. So I'm kind of worried that they're actually going to try and force it upon us quickly. And the best little thing that they actually said, the nice line that they said about this, is simply, we have a good relationship with outlets, but the ultimate relationship is with the customer, which kind of makes them imply that we want to do what the customer does more than what retailer's asking us to do. But not at one point have I ever seen a gamer turn around and go, you know what, all this digital stuff I get, I wish they stopped selling it in the shops, because that's never been on the f***ing cards. No one has ever said, can you stop selling it over there and just give it digitally? Give it us both ways. And so I understand that physical discs will be phased out eventually. And the thing is, with the new set of consoles, so you got your Xbox 3 and your PlayStation 4, if them two are disc media, that means that's going to be fine for another 7 years. We're okay with actually having physical media. So EA's turning around now and going, we're on the verge of going 100%, then f*** off EA. I will not buy any of your games. Not because it's digital and I'm against digital. I buy the odd digital game, I buy Steam games, but if you think you can turn around and force my hand and say, that's it, you can only buy it from here, then I won't buy it. Which is a shame because I love Mass Effect, but I tell you now, if that goes fully 100% download, I will not buy another Mass Effect series. And I know 3's dead, but the thing is, obviously the series will go on because it's EA, and who would let a series die when it's worth millions? So yeah, EA now, I think, are very close. We spoke about it before on Xbox Live saying, do you know what, should we just quit EA? And I said, that would be stupid, because when Skate 4 comes out, we know we're going to buy it, so let's not kid ourselves and say we can go EA free. But thinking about it now, I think I'm going to go EA3 because I rant about them all the time. You know I hate them, a lot of you hate them, and they've just gone to the point now where I go, you've forced it on me where I can't enjoy your service. You are a bunch of and I don't want anything from you anymore. So just that far away from going fully f***ing fuck you EA, f*** us. Yeah, so I'm really angry that I said that. But there is some good news about this. Sweating, bit of cherry coke. Spilt it down myself. I look like a myself, what a result. So we have an ace in the bag, and that ace is called the European Court. Said it wrong. And that ace in the bag is simply called the Court of Justice of the European Union. Yeah, EA, that's what we got, our ace. And what that actually consists of is there was a little bit of a battle between a software company and Oracle. And Oracle was simply sold some license fees to a company, and they kind of just dispersed it around the company. And Oracle says, no, you can't move license fees around like that. You know what I mean? We've sold it to there. If you want another one, you're going to have to buy it. You can't move it. And this company went, you know what, that sounds I brought something, let me move it around, like furniture in my own house. I can move it where I want, don't tell me what I can do with it. So they went to the European Court, and strangely enough, this is absolutely awesome. The European Court has turned around and says, you know what, we're going to pass a new law now that states if you're going to sell a product, so I'm not talking about a game or something that's going to be there for 30 days, but if you buy a permanent piece of software, the second they give that software to you, once you've signed the terms and agreement with it, then that becomes yours to do what you want with. And the best thing it says about this is once you've actually got that software, even if the terms and conditions state you cannot sell this digital software on, you now can. Now, I'm not 100% if this has been fully passed yet, but it said this is it, it's going to be set in stone. And what they're saying is you can sell digital content on. Even if they say, no, that's illegal, you can do it because you own it. So it's up to you what you do with this software. So this says it applies to software and games, which is amazing. So that means, for one, like when you buy a game on Steam, does that mean you can then actually go, you know what, I've played it enough, I really enjoy it. Steam, can you just give me a code that I can then put onto eBay and sell? Now, obviously, if this goes into full effect, then obviously services need to change. Xbox Live needs to change, PlayStation Network. So at the point where we can actually go, right, I need to unregister that from my account, it shouldn't be tied to me, give me the license key, and I'm going to sell it on to somebody else, which is just going to completely change the face of gaming. Because the thing is, EA, for instance, obviously want to go fully digital. Why do they want to go fully digital? Because then you can't sell on games, and that's the point of fully digital, because it cuts out the second-hand market and makes them a load more money. But if we can then start selling on our software second hand, that damages them again, which is awesome, because we should have the right, if we're going to spend thousands of pounds on games, let us have the option to go, you know what, it wasn't as good as I thought, let me just sell that on and not tie it to us. So this is going to kick off over time, because the point is, they've set it now, you know what I mean, it's there, and it's going to take the first game which will just go, right, you know what, I want to sell this game. And I'm not saying that, game developers and everything are going to put it on a plate going, gee, go sell your stuff. But more and more people are going to take this to court now, because obviously when PlayStation even brought out that policy saying you can't sue us, first thing somebody did is try to sue them, because obviously it's there, it's in the news, you know what, I'm going to try that and give it a go. So now someone says you can sell your games and software, I think a lot of people are going to have a go. And then with more and more people doing it, developers, EA and Steam and all people like that are going to have to go, you know what, we've got to change our actual way the service works, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So you know they're going to try and get around it with some loophole saying, well, this is tied to this and this is tied to this, but it just looks like a massive cluster of lawsuits is going to kick off, which eventually will enable us to sell on our software, which is awesome. So that is a bit of good news with the evil EA dawning over, trying to force a hand on everything. We've got the EU coming up and hopefully battling them back again. So that is absolutely mint news. So the only other thing I want to talk about is every so often there's a rumour kicking around saying, oh, there's a new console coming, there's a new console coming, someone else is developing something. But there's a very strong rumour to the point where they said, yeah, this is actually going to be happening very, very soon. And there is going to be a new console on the market. So this console is actually just going to be an Android-based system. And it kind of looks like a very, very sexy GameCube. But that, at the moment, could change. But the point of this is they actually want to have free gaming rolled out completely. So if you buy this, which is going to be around $99, so quite cheap, we don't know the hardware specs yet, not probably going to be amazing, but the whole point is it's free gaming. And when you actually buy this console, the hardware is designed to actually be hacked and people to put homebrew stuff on there straight away. They're going to say it's open, do what you want, which would then encourage people to create games. Even when you buy it, you get given a dev kit. So the thing is, I just want to increase obviously people creating stuff, because nowadays if I see that some people may get picked up to create a game just because they come out of university, they've done really well, great, awesome, but they're the kind of people who just sit there and go, what do you want me to do, and type away. What you want is the people that have the drive, have that spark about gaming, and them kind of people get jobs by creating playable CVs. So when I mean playable CVs, I'm talking like DayZ. So there's a game, some people have created a mod, obviously this is getting all around the news, and some developers are going to turn around and go, you guys are amazing, you've got a job, and they deserve that job because they created something out of nothing. They have that passion, spark and drive. So they're the people we want in gaming. So by bringing a console out that lets people to hack it and break homebrew software and make their own games is awesome, because it increases lots of games. They'll probably be coming out free. The online ability is going to be free. But at the same time, more games equals more people getting looked at, and then them people that deserve them jobs are going to be put in to create more inspiring and great games. So I think the idea of the console is absolutely awesome. A lot of people go, hardware's probably crap, I'm not bothered, it's probably just going to be like playing on a tablet. You could be right, but the point is, don't stifle it just yet. Let it come out and see if it does create some wonderful pieces of software, and it could slowly change the face of gaming. But at the same time, EA is changing that face, and the European Union is changing that face. So the face of gaming is going to be changing quite quickly now compared to what I thought it was a week ago. But that is it. I am done. The only other one thing I want to just chuck in there, James Michael Prescott, which I shouldn't be saying your name because Microsoft don't want me to, has found out a nugget of information which might actually help anybody who's on Xbox Live. And what that is Michael James Prescott has used his name in his game tag. And what he actually found out is he wanted to change his name on Xbox Live, and as you know, it costs about 500, 800 points either way. It's ludicrous. You've got to pay money to change your name. And he found out if you actually got your name or surname in your Xbox Live tag, Microsoft don't want you to actually expose your real identity, so they will freely change your name if it's got your name in it. Now you might go, oh crap it, I'm just called Super Kick-Ass Kid. But people have actually been going in and changing their name to like Tom Super Kick-Ass, then going to Microsoft saying, look, I'm Tom Super Kick-Ass, I've got Kick-Ass in my name, you know what I mean? Whoops, can I get a free name change? And they've been doing it. So my friend's already utilised that and changed his name now. And yeah, so it's there, you know what I mean? I don't really like to say use loopholes, but at the end of the day, it's Microsoft, they've got lots of money, and it is quite expensive to change your name. So if you want to use that loophole, change your name to your game tag name and then claim you are the same thing, and you'll get a quick change for free. But if you want to know more information about that, please Google it, because he's only told me on headset. I can't point you to any links without Googling it myself. And to be fair, if I've got any spare time today, I am bloody playing DayZ. So that is it. And the one other login I just want to chuck in there is there's been a lot of DayZ talk, DayZ, all the time. And first of all, episode 2 of DayZ Play will be shown tomorrow, which is absolutely awesome. We filmed some last night, which consists of me just giving up on a bandit and going, just stick the gun in my mouth, I don't care anymore. And yeah, it's getting really good, but a lot of people ask me the same question, will it work on my PC? Best way to do it is just go onto Armour 2, download the demo for free. If that demo runs, then DayZ will also run. So I just want to put that out there so I don't have to copy and paste the same response another 10 times. So let me just chuck in there question of the week before we're done, and that simply is, I noticed the other day that obviously we don't get many cheats nowadays. When I was playing old stuff, I was like, you know when you get stuck, you get a cheat. you sort it out. But now cheating's kind of just been removed altogether. You can't put them codes in, which I just want to know, do you think that's a shame? Now obviously online competitive games shouldn't have cheats at all, understandable. But I'm talking about when you're playing offline, for instance. So I'm just talking about random game, for instance, Bioshock. If you're playing that and you're getting your ass handed to you and you're like, you know what, I could really do with just a god mode because I just want to get to the end of this game, but it's a bit too difficult for me and I'd probably never do it. So just a little help would be nice. Would you like the option to be there that you could actually just pump in a cheat, just perhaps do a few things on your keyboard, go into the menus and just enable something? So would you like to see cheats back in to the actual offline game world? So that's it, guys. I'm now off for 3 night shifts, absolutely awesome. But to be fair, I don't care because when I get back from night shifts, I will play DayZ. I keep saying the word, I bloody love it, I'm addicted to it. And that's it, guys. So have a great weekend. Cheers, bye.